Hello and welcome in this new video about Just. It's just a new video. So Just is kind of an interesting tool actually. I didn't know about it until recently. I found it in some list of a guy I found on Medium, and I was reading about this and I thought it's cool to present as well. I was testing it a little bit. Historically it's made kind of like Make actually, you know, Make, the thing that you use to build stuff. But in the end, like people were misusing Make to create some kind of shortcuts for their applications within a project. And then someone came up with the idea of packaging it nicely and making it into a Rust little application. So this is what was done with this project. This is called Just, and this is here. I'll put the link in the description of the video as usual. Sorry I didn't make some videos for a long time, but yeah, I've been busy and I did some other things also for my RHCSS series. So please don't mind me if I don't publish all the time. I'll try to keep posting some stuff, but maybe also in different series now. I will see. Anyway, this one is very interesting. So I haven't been using it yet much, but I think it has potential. The idea is that instead of having a huge list of aliases, I'm using a lot of aliases. The idea with Just is that you will have project-based aliases that you can also share with people. So for instance, I will make a little repository, and within that repository I will put directly some shortcuts, meaning that if I share it with people, those people will also be able to use the shortcuts within that project folder, right? If you are in the repository, you clone it, and you get the repository, you are inside, then you can use the same shortcuts that I would be using when I'm logged in, and I'm inside that repository myself as creator. So this is pretty cool, I think. Imagine it as like a local alias. Like alias would work everywhere as long as you are using the same shell, and Just doesn't need a shell alias. Well, actually, I'm using a little alias, like I can show you here. The only alias I used it for Just is just J to make Just quicker to access, and JL for just list, right? And this is useful. Now, I created a little project just for testing. I didn't want to use some professional stuff. I just created with AI some little test project with some test files and made some fun with it. Feel free to download it. I will also put the link in the description, and then you can test it yourself. And it could give you ideas for using like stuff like Podman and Docker and Git. Like I think it's especially useful with Git because you have some specific project-based commands sometimes with Git, like when you have specific submodules or whatever, and you want to make it a bit more advanced. So in this case, it's not something I do for work. It's a completely fantasy little test directory that I put in my repo. You can download it, you can play with it, no problem. You can fork it. Why not? I don't know. So anyway, when you're there, it's not funny actually. Why am I? So when you do this, JL, which is above, it's aliased above. So this is an alias, but like helping you to you could just type just list, like just list, and then you will get the same. So the idea is that here I can show you a little LT, which is my shortcut with ISA for the tree view. I have some little files in there that I just created with AI, and I'm having a README. And for instance, if I show you the README, let's look at the README, and you will see I'm using BAT, by the way. So BAT is also cool. It's in my list. So Just demo. This is a tiny demo project designed for learning the Just command runner. What is Just? Just is a handy command runner that acts like project local aliases or a command menu. It helps you document and share your project's workflow without cluttering your global shell configuration. And that's true because like the global shell configuration gets very easily cluttered by a bunch of aliases. Like I have myself, like I don't know, I have maybe 40 or something. Am I crazy? Probably, but yeah. I think some people have worse, so yeah, it's like this. So you can install it anywhere you want. I installed it using Cargo, so it's installed there. Cargo is the Rust builder thing, so you can use it. You can install it with Cargo. You can use it, install it however you want, even from the release file with binary and then whatever. So in this case, in that little repo, I put some little stuff for testing. So you have run, test, check, status, and all of these run something behind the back. So actually, if I go back here, you see that, opa, oh, it died on me. Okay, why not? Funny. Okay, I will just close this. And, yeah, because I'm not in the project, stupid am I. Okay, here. I was here actually, so good. Sorry, I'm lost sometimes. I didn't sleep good last night. So, if you are here, you just do LT, and then you will see there is something called justfile. A little bit like vagrant file or something. Justfile is the file where you put the just configuration. So if you now bat this file, and you will see it has some stuff inside. So what you have is this, so default just list. So this is the typical stuff for getting the list of these things. Then if you click run, if you type runs, man, I cannot talk. If you type run, you will trigger that little script. If you run test, you will trigger that little script. If you do like just status, you will trigger this. Trigger diff, it will be git diff stat. And you will get things like this, like git add, git commit. It's just for testing, right? But I think for Git it's quite useful in different places. So if you work on a project and you want to improve productivity with your team, sharing this might be a way, I think. It might be useful for much more complex tasks, actually. So I think it's a good stuff. And I will just show you what I mean. So if I look at, for instance, BAT, and I have this app, this does this. It's just echoing stuff, right? So now, if you look above, we have this run. If you type run, I just run, it will trigger this. So let's do this. So now I have an alias for just, which is J, so I will use that. And then I will do JRun, and yeah, here you go. It triggered that stuff. So I could also do J test, and it will trigger the test file, right? It will trigger this one, the test app, and test status. So for if you do a check, like J check, it will do some form of git status short, and you'll print the result. Typically here I have some things that I haven't been pushing, so I can push it as well. If you do push, you will do a git push origin main. I'm not sure I have main, but I may have master here. Do I have master or main? I forgot. In my little repo, is it main or master? Main. Okay, so that will work. So yeah. So if I do now, like I could do, let's see, I have the git commit, so I need to add as well. So I can do git add. I didn't put an add there, but I could, yeah. So let's do that. So I will do actually the message test. You see, I have it commit message test. Yeah, I can use that. So then let's do that. It commit and message adding file. So I guess I'll do like this. Adding files test. And let's try like this. Okay, that didn't work. Oh yeah, I need to do it like this. Let's see. J. And it worked. Okay, cool. So this is a different way of doing it. Of course, in that case, it's not so useful because I would do git commit -m and put the command, and that would be the end of it. But it still works fine. So if I now do a git status, it will tell me I can push. So I can do now my git, I can do j push, and it should push the whole thing. And it did push. So now if I refresh that stuff, I should now see all the files appearing, and yes, they did. Wonderful. So yeah, I mean, it's a very simple example of things that already exist. I don't gain so much time in this case, but I can think of many use cases where this could be very useful to have project-based aliases running in the project directly, especially for sharing with a team. I think this can be a really cool feature. But this is basically what I wanted to tell you. If now we could do a sync, jsync or jclean. Let's do this, jsync, and you see it will rebase the stuff, and up, and jclean, and it will remove the temporary directory. All this being cool, right? I mean, like, nice, quick aliases. So it's not groundbreaking stuff, don't get me wrong. Like, you could do all of this with aliases, but then you need to, again, clutter your Z shell or bash resource file, and you may not want to do this. It's maybe better to just have it staying within a repository, within a directory, and not to touch it. Like you leave it there and it belongs there, and you won't be using it anywhere else. There might be many cases like this for you, especially if you're working a lot with repositories like I am. So this is just what I wanted to show you, and I hope you like it. I hope you will find it useful and use it. Let me know in the comment section if you have other uses for it. I found interesting that they put something in Chinese in there, and I think I read this is pronounced like, oh man, okay, I'll try my Chinese. Chinese people will kill me. So, Zhong Wen Dang Zai Jie Li Kuai Kan Guo Lai, something like this. So it means something like, for the documentation, look here, which is funny, but yeah. Yeah, I think this means Chinese, and this must be something like documentation, and yeah. And yeah. That Zai Jie, that must be something like it's there. Yeah, my Chinese is terrible. I never learned really Chinese, a little bit, so my Japanese is okay, but my Chinese is terrible. Anyway, yeah, I hope you find it useful. And yeah, syntax is inspired by Make. As I said, historically it comes from Make. That's why it's inspired by Make. So it's a little bit different than just a normal alias. But yeah, with that you can really make some productivity gains for your team, I think. So try it out and let me know in the comment section if you found some really cool use cases and where and how you're using it. I'm interested. On that note, I wish you a very good day, very good night, whatever it is for you, and see you around for the next video. I will probably make some kind, because I noticed that now I have a long series of these modern CLI tools. And I think I want to make some kind of index video at the beginning, like something, my favorite tools out of those 20 that I've been showing, and how I use them, how I combine them, and so on. I think I will do something like that, something like a presentation video for the whole series. So this is something some of you might be looking up for. I don't know. I think it's interesting, and this list keeps getting longer. So 20 videos already. I'm finding it a bit amazing that I made so far. Not all the videos are crazy useful, I must say. Like, it depends really. Certain tools you may find super useful, certain others you might find like not necessary. So it's really up to different people to find what they like most. But anyway, I was long enough. See you around for the next video. Bye bye.